I was scrolling through Instagram when I saw a post from the Tunbridge Wells Forum. It was 2013 and the venue had taken a punt on this new band named Wolf Alice, who had one EP named Blush. The band played the venue to 67 people. Roll on to 2026 and Wolf Alice have become this huge arena band and are celebrating a big win at the Brill Awards. I've got a lot of new music coming out this month, and once a month I want to put out a video like this one where I bring you on my songwriting journey and let you know kind of the highs and lows of each month, what's going on. I've got no industry labels, I have no idea where this thing's going to go. But in February 2026 we had the release of Birmingham Bin Strike, a reggae song about the aforementioned strike. If you want to know more about that, I'll link the video. Plus I had my first proper ticketed event up in London at a venue named Theatreship. So let's begin with Birmingham Bin Strike. And with Spirit London I said that I wanted it to get to 1,000 streams and it got to about 640. Birmingham Bin Strike is on around 250 Spotify streams. So we're not seeing an ascent. It could be the case that these songs will be the law of diminishing returns. You know, next month, well, March, when Sycamore Gap comes out, I don't know how it's going to perform. What I will say with Birmingham Bin Strike, I mean, I love the song. A few people have been very complimentary about the song. It's obviously a different vibe for me. I love some of the comments I've had on TikTok with like, is there any genre he can't do? We'll see. Some of the content has done really well. You know, I've played around a little bit with that kind of eat the rich narrative. Had some fun with the kind of class war or whatever. But no, on a serious note, some of the videos, like a bunch of the videos actually, have got over 100 likes, which is really good for my channel. And I'm really happy with the performance of the videos. What I'm not seeing, however, are any spikes on the streaming sites. So clearly I'm getting better at making social media content and making engaging content. Instagram is still pretty steady, you know, I'm still getting that new stream of likes and follows and blah blah blah. But what I need to work on, and maybe make it a big aim for March, is trying to create content that really pushes people to go, oh, this guy's an artist, I want to go check out his stuff. It is possible, you know, it can be done, it's just trying to figure out how to go about it. The Theatreship gig was really, really fun. This is going to be a bit embarrassing to share in the video, but a week before I played the event, I had a phone call from the promoter, mainly checking that I was ready, that I was up for it, blah, 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 blah. But I was informed that I hadn't sold any tickets at all, which was very worrying because I had been promoting it. So that last week leading up to the gig, I absolutely spammed my Instagram stories. I also shared bits and bobs from other performers, whether that be like a Spotify link or like an Instagram reel, or I'd screen grab some of the like a music video. That obviously helped ingratiate me to some of the other performers, so obviously when I got there that was great, everyone kind of knew who I am. I did manage to sell 7 tickets right at the last minute, so it's something, you know. It's a humble beginning, but then I played 2 free entry shows up in London, and this one was ticketed at like £12 plus fees, so it's a big old jump. So yeah, I'm happy with it, you know. It's fine. This is a starting point, you know, and it takes time. It takes time. Unlike some of the other performers, I'm not from London. I couldn't rely on friends and family to buy a ticket. So all of those people were people that had found me on social media, and that is a good place to start from. I've also built a new connection now. So one thing I'll quickly go into is, I'm not going to go into it too much because I do need to promote this other gig. Hotvox, the promoter of the Theatreship gig, did have me in for one at the end of March. That's now been moved to something else. I'll talk more about that in March's video. But almost like to make up for it, I had this other promoter get in contact. This is Underground Sound. And I'm now happy to tell you guys that I'm going to be playing the Moustache bar in London, in Dalton, on the 26th of March. So one gig gets moved, but another one slots right in that place. Those tickets are £10 plus fee, so I think they'll work out about 11. And again, there's going to be a bunch of artists on the bill. I don't know who else yet. I do need to research this one. But I mean, I'm ecstatic. I'm stoked that I've been put on another bill up in London, that I hopefully am building a connection with another promoter. Things are moving in the right direction. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that front. A couple of small things have crossed my mind. Celebration for Writing on the Wall that has now crossed 1,000 Spotify streams. Whoop whoop. I Should Know Better's not far away, and I think all time Spirit of London's now on about 850. So fingers crossed in the next couple of months I'll have a couple more songs get to that early benchmark. I have a new hat. A friend of mine named George bought it for me. He went to Turkey last year and finally remembered to, because he told me months ago he bought me a present. But this is really cool. I am going to have to buy like a red item of clothing to match it. Because I wore it, I wore it on the last song when I played Spirit of London at the Theatreship gig. And I don't know, man, I felt a little silly wearing this bright red hat when everything else was black and white. But I will make it work, and I'll find a way to incorporate it into the aesthetic. Quick social media roundup. So YouTube is now just over 400 subscribers. It's not growing particularly quickly, but hey, that's fine. TikTok has been pretty depressing. It was on 835 last time I made this video. It's now on, I think it's 864. But on a positive note, I'm hopeful to hit 2,000 Instagram followers by my birthday, which is in the middle of March. I don't want to say I've cracked it, but I feel pretty good with what's going on with Instagram. The other, YouTube, I'll just keep making these weekly videos and we'll see what happens. I can't crack TikTok at all, and I keep seeing videos come up saying that TikTok is the easiest one. I'm going to muck around with some different content strategies, throw some more stuff at the wall, see what happens. I just need to make sure that I don't undermine or take away from, the wonderful following that I've built on Instagram. I've set a certain, dare I say, a certain quality level for my content. And don't get me wrong, even with Sycamore Gap, I'm still going to have, like today I edited a video talking about how I got the photo for it. And there'll be behind the scenes stuff. I'll still talk about like the songwriting. I love making those videos. They are more interesting to me. It's just they're also quite a lot of work. Something crossed my mind. Oh yeah, these songs will eventually be an EP. And one thing I'm going to have coming up in March, quite soon, hopefully sometime this week. I've been trying to make a cover image for the History Book EP, and I really want to press some CDs. My attempt at doing a cover image hasn't been wholly successful, so I am actually going to get a photographer in for this one. Now, it's still going to be a fairly punk rock affair because it's someone that I know, right? But they do actually do photography, so I reckon Jazz will do a really good job. I'll talk more about her and I'll plug more of her stuff, I think, in next month's video. But yeah, that I am really looking forward to, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So yeah, I think I'll wrap it up here. But Sycamore Gap, I'm looking forward to releasing. We'll see what happens with the analytics. Go stream it. And Moustache Bar. So if you're London area, go up to Dalton and watch me at the Moustache Bar. That'll be a lot of fun. And I will be playing the new song, Sycamore Gap. As always, check out other videos on the channel, like, subscribe, all that lovely stuff. Indeed, I very much hope to see you in another video.